I can't look at that vent. It looked suspicious. A curtain. There's a curtain covering it, but I believe there's a window on the other side. What's the matter? You want to check the window out?
Okay.
Oh, yeah, but... Oh, it's too high up to reach, huh? Yeah, it's pretty high. Even higher than the piranha tank. Higher than the piranha tank?
Yeah.
That's right. There was a ladder next to the stage. I'll go get it. Kaito quickly headed off to the stage. He returned carrying the ladder that was set up beside the stage over his shoulder.
Hey,
Let you know, shouldn't the sidekick be the one bringing the ladder?
Thank you.
Yeah, I suppose so. Thank you. After setting up the ladder on top of the stage, I climbed up the rungs.
You can just barely reach the window with this. And if you open the curtain... Oh, the window is open.
If the window's open, does that mean...
Is that the one that goes out to the pool? The culprit may have gone in and out through this window.
So what's on the other side of the window?
The pool.
I can't see much,
Yeah.
but I think it's the pool.
Pool, huh? I heard we had one here somewhere. All right, let's check it out later. The culprit probably went through there.
Oh, wait. What is this?
What's up?
Nothing. It just looks like marks on the window frame.
The window frame has distinct abrasions, perhaps scratched by something. This might be related to the case. I should remember it. Maybe like handcuffs or something? Climb down from the ladder to the stage.
Hey!
You done investigating the window? Then I'll go put the ladder back.
Okay.
Yeah, that would be great. Thank you, Kaito.
Jeez.
Shouldn't the sidekick be doing this? He complained, but he still put the ladder back for me. When I stood on the stage and looked up, the piranha tank was directly overhead. It was set up so that the bottom would open when the timer had reached 0. The bottom's open now and the tank is empty. It doesn't look as though it has a lid. I can see the ceiling straight through. And only the front side is glass. The other sides are made of wood. So, the piranha tank had no lid and only the front was made of glass.
Hey, so...
Oh yeah, that tank was from Himiko's research lab.
Ah,
Hey, Kaito, you helped carry supplies for the show, right?
Got it.
Yeah, me, Kibo, Himiko, and Angie. It was a lot of work. But I just helped carry it, and I wonder how they hung it from there.
You know...
It was a heavy tank full of water and piranhas. It couldn't have been easy to lift.
That is.
It seems this is where the lighting batten for the gym is attached.
ah.
Ah, Kirumi! The control panel on the side of the stage allows you to raise and lower the bat. It seems they lowered the batten, attached the piranha tank to it, then raised it again. I never knew lighting battens were sturdy enough to lift a tank like that.
That is correct.
Since it was built to lift heavy objects, it's probably quite sturdy. Coolio. I've investigated everything I wanted to on the stage. We all done here? Let's go.
Okay.
Okay. It's the large water tank from the escape trick. The glass is broken. It's in bad shape.
Come on.
Do you guys really need to break the glass? Everything's soaked now.
But
Well, if we had left Ryoma's body in there, we wouldn't have been able to investigate.
That's right.
I guess it would have taken way too long to just empty the whole tank out with a bucket.
okay.
It was a lot of cleanup, but at least we can investigate the tank now. There might be a clue around here. I should take a closer look.
Got it.
Yeah, you're right. Because we broke the glass, there isn't much of anything left in the tank. But I should investigate the area thoroughly. There's bound to be something. Curtain. Is there anything suspicious about this curtain?
Hey!
It's been bothering me. What was the curtain for?
That's...
It was in order to hide the water tank. When Himiko was performing her escape, this was closed to prevent us from seeing. Oh, so that's what it is. Then is it some kind of clue? I don't believe so. I don't see anything suspicious about it. Handcuffs. Handcuffs? Why are there handcuffs here? Still locked, and there are small scratches on them. The cuffs appear to be stainless steel, so not too hard to scratch. They must have been scraping against something hard or sharp. What are those handcuffs? Were they in the tank? But I've never seen any handcuffs in the warehouse. Where'd they come from? That's true, there weren't any in the warehouse, so where did they come from? If they weren't in the warehouse, another place that might have handcuffs is Could it be he's a prisoner? Ryoma's lab wasn't just for the ultimate tennis pro, but also for the ultimate prisoner. So perhaps some element of that was in his lab as well. Cool. That's cool. There's a square pane of glass at the bottom of the water tank. It doesn't look like a broken piece. The other fragments are far more random than this. It's nearly impossible for the broken water tank to produce such a perfect square of glass. Then, what exactly is this pane? Phew. The fragments of the broken glass water tank have been piled up. There's so many tiny pieces. Gonta and Tinko certainly didn't hold back when they threw Kibo at the glass. Bucket. It's a bucket full of piranhas. Gonta said that he picked up all the piranhas and put them here. Can't believe Gonta would want to do that with his bare hands. Oh, wait. Yes, I can. When I think that Ryoma's inside their stomachs, I don't even feel like eating them. Why would you even consider eating them in the first place? Only the strong can survive in this world that Atua has created. The least we can do is pray for Ryoma's soul so that he may enter Atua's kingdom.
Come on.
Can he really go there looking like this? Those piranhas sure were a miraculous mystery. Maybe Atua was behind those videos too.
Huh?
What are you talking about? I noticed it right as the show started. I feel like there are more piranhas today than yesterday when we were preparing.
No.
More piranhas?
Huh?
What? Did they multiply overnight? There's no way they could reproduce that fast. But compared to yesterday, the piranhas looked super crammed into that tank. Oh, so they looked more crammed together.
Dear.
The water was too murky, so I couldn't tell how many more piranhas there were. But anyway, it was super, 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 super crammed.
What a surprise.
Super, 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 super crammed. Jeez, we get it. More piranhas than yesterday. There might be something to that. The crammed piranhas. Dude, look how pissed they look in that picture. They got red glowing eyes and everything. Yikes. Ryoma's belongings are all gathered together. His clothes, his monopad, the key to his room. That's it! If we use this key, we can investigate Ryoma's room. What's in his room to investigate?
Remember.
The motive video. We should find out whose video Ryoma had. Then you think Ryoma was killed because of that video?
No.
I can't say for certain, but we should check just in case. Although, he might have had my video. If that were the case, I might be a suspect. Well, no point thinking about that now. Ryoma's body's nothing more than a skeleton now. Not even a shadow of what he was. What the heck is this? Hey, is this really Ryoma? I didn't see the moment it happened, so I can't believe it. I'm certain of it.
Remember.
Everyone watching the show witnessed it. We saw Ryoma become nothing but bones.
Damn.
I can't believe he died in such a gruesome way. The water filled with blood so fast we didn't see the whole thing, thankfully. But this skeleton is unmistakably Ryoma's. Jeez, I know he wanted to die, but he didn't actually have to go and do it.
No.
No, I don't think that's right, Kaito. Ryoma wasn't trying to die. He said as much. He was jealous of us, who wanted to live. Huh? What do you mean he was jealous? I'm positive that Ryoma wanted to join us. That's why he needed a reason to live. So that he could have the same feelings we do. So that he could have the reason to keep going. To fight alongside us. Then he was a real idiot. Who cares if you don't have a reason to live? Can't your reason for living be something simple like good food or your friends? Damn it, that idiot! Alright, that's all I wanted to see around the water tank. Alright, we got a lot of folks to talk to here in a sec. There's a ladder here. I wonder if it was used to set up for the show. And then, what's this in the back? The light panel. What is this? It is the control panel for the stage lights. It allows you to raise and lower the batten. I see. Can I punch down the streamers? No? What can I punch in here? The hoop? I can't punch shit! The amazing Himiko's magic show. Alright, let's start getting some alibis. Gonta could have saved him. No, Gonta should have saved him.
What happened?
Gonta, what's wrong? When piranhas attacked Ryoma, if Gonta had dived into tank, then Gonta could have helped Ryoma, but Gonta got scared. Too scared to do anything.
Gonta.
Sorry. Gonta, really sorry. No.
Come on, man.
A man shouldn't apologize so easily. And even if you had jumped in, they would have just eaten you too.
That's true.
And from what I read in the Monokuma file, you couldn't have saved him anyway, Gonta. Huh? Really? Does it say that in Monokuma file?
You know,
You haven't even read the Monokuma file yet?
Gonta not
No.
smart.
Gonta not really understand it. Gonta not smart enough to be help.
Dumbass.
What are you talking about? If you've got time to apologize, you've got time to read the file. If you think you can't help, then work till you can. That's what you can do.
You're right.
That's right, Gonta. You're a huge help. There's some information that only you know, after all. Information only Gonta know? Remember? During the show, you went up on stage. That was about 20 seconds before the piranhas dropped, right? Yeah, because Gonta worry about Himiko.
Could it be?
Did you see the inside of the tank? Did you see Himiko or Ryoma?
No.
No. Gonta see no one in tank. Gonta kinda surprised.
But you know,
But when the piranhas were dropped and the curtains opened, Ryoma was in the tank, right? Yeah, that's right.
so,
Then when did Ryoma get in there? You didn't see it happen?
oh,
Gonta don't know. Everyone see Ryoma in tank when piranhas drop in. After that,
sorry,
sorry, Gonta should have watched tank better.
dumbass.
Like I said, a man shouldn't apologize so easily. Yeah, you're right.
You know,
But this is a problem. Now I'm even more stumped. Even if Himiko disappearing was part of the underwater escape act, how did Ryoma get into the tank? Was that part of Himiko's trick? I'm positive that mystery will be an important part of this case. Gonta's account. Alright, work down the line. I'm glad Himiko made this game more difficult. Now I won't be nearly as bored. Time to work hard to solve this mystery. Get ready, culprit, because here I come. If Himiko doesn't tell us how the trick works, we won't know how Ryoma was killed, right? But with the way she is, how do we convince her?
Could it be?
Oh, what if Ryoma was a former apprentice of Himiko's master and vowed revenge on him? And he murdered a lookalike of himself in order to sabotage her show.
Yeah.
Or something like that. It's happened before, probably. I think you're right, dude. I think they put that this glass panel divider in the piranha tank, squished them all up towards the front, and had his body in the back after they threw him in through the window. And then when the thing opened, they all dropped in. Hey, Flimwad, there's something I need you to tell me. That's not a very polite way to ask someone for something.
You know.
It's got nothing to do with the incident, but I heard Gonta captured you guys last night. How was that all about? I was running around, so I got no clue what happened.
got it.
Oh yeah, tell me too. I was also running, so I don't know what went on. How did Miu escape from Gonta? She's not strong enough to fight him.
Why you?
She showed off her titties! Chop chop, you slimy shit! Well, I suppose you could say that Gonta was tricked into kidnapping us. The first ones to get captured were Kibo, Kyu, Sumugi, Tinko, and I. Himiko and Angie were brought in later. From the gym, right?
Okay.
Exactly. And Kokichi left the room after, around 9 p.m. So they must have been brought in about 5 minutes before that.
If I remember.
We were all forced to participate in Gonta's insect meet and greet. We were freed about an hour into nighttime, around 11 p.m.
See.
So, from 9 p.m. to 11 p.m., everyone there had an alibi. And then those people without an alibi are me, Kirumi, Maki, and Ryoma. I see you've learned what an alibi is thanks to the previous incident. But what the fuck is this insect meet and greet bullshit?
Why?
By the way, Miu, how were you able to get away from Gonta? Well, I had to use my secret woman weapon. And let's just leave it at that.
Huh?
Secret woman weapon?
Wait.
Hey, what's a secret woman weapon? she trying to laugh it off?
Come on, man.
Shuichi, let's just leave her be. Listening to her will just tire you out.
You're right.
You're probably right. Perhaps it's better to get the truth out at the class trial. Pew. Oh, that's right. We need to ask Angie about the stage.
Angie.
Hey, Angie. Angie! I wanted to ask you some questions about the stage. Yep, I was in charge of all the art. I even built and painted the stage. Then how do you know? Then do you know anything about Himiko's trick? How it worked, perhaps?
No.
No, I don't know the trick. Himiko only said it was magic. I see. I suppose she didn't tell Angie the secret either. By the way, you asked other people to help you with the preparations, right?
Yep.
Yep. We started the prep work yesterday. Lots of people helped out. Like when we were moving the heavy tank and the stairs from Himiko's research lab.
Yeah.
Me and Kibo helped with that. The tank had a pulley, but because it was so huge, it was still a lot of work.
Right.
And I asked Kirumi to sew the curtains because I hate sewing.
Thanks.
So basically, it's all thanks to Atua that the show was a success. It's because all of us. Was it really a success? By the way, were the piranhas your idea?
Because
On its own, the Underwater Escape Act is no different from a normal magic show.
so
I thought it would make the show more exciting and divine if we used piranhas.
Atua
That's what Atua told me. So Atua gives you that kind of advice too, does he? And about the piranha tank and the timer, those were from Himiko's lab, correct?
Of course.
Yep,
of
yep.
course.
According to the piranha tank's manual, it's synced up with the timer. When the timer goes off, the bottom of the piranha tank will open automatically. I see. That means that most of the equipment came from Himiko's lab.
And then
And right when we finished the prep work and were about to take a break, Gonta captured us so we couldn't rehearse at all.
gee.
When Gonta let us go, it was already nighttime, so we couldn't go back to the gym.
You know.
Oh yeah, you can't enter the gym at nighttime.
Yup.
So we decided to come to the gym today before the morning announcement. Himiko and I were waiting for the gym to open. Oh, I was so relieved the set was intact. So no one could have snuck into the gym before those two got there. What's up, Shuichi? Are you worried because of this confusing incident?
But
Don't worry, it'll be fine. What?
Atua has spoken.
You have nothing to worry about.
Huh?
Nothing to worry about?
No.
Nothing can escape Atua's sight, not even the culprit. Atua is truly a divine force to be reckoned with. Anji's starting to sound more and more creepy. So it's not looking good for Kaito and Kirumi, because they were not at the insect meet and greet and they helped with the stage setup. Bum bum bum. Nah, my magic was supposed to make everyone smile. But don't worry, everyone is smiling. No? I don't think any of us can smile right now. Himiko, if it's alright, are you ready to talk about your underwater escape trick? We need to understand how your trick works if we're going to solve this mystery.
What are you saying?
There's no trick to my underwater escape act. It was all magic.
Come on.
You're still saying that? Do you understand the situation we're in? No matter how much you guys threaten me, my answer won't change. It was magic.
Huh?
But
I'll protect you.
okay, your time's up. The Q&A session is now over. Unless you want to feel the full volcanic wrath of my Neo Aikido.
Jeez.
Man, this guard is even more strict than the security at idol events.
All right.
My first command to my new sidekick is
Listen up.
investigate everywhere and find clues. Don't overlook anything. You got it? Yeah, why did you kill Ryoma? Thanks.
Hey,
If Himiko says it's magic, then it's magic. Got it? I'll use my Neo Aikido to obliterate any degenerate males who bully Himiko. But if we don't understand the magic trick, how can she possibly survive the trial? Although there are many unknown variables, the first thing we need to make clear is, when was Ryoma murdered? Well, in the middle of the show, obviously. The culprit knew how Himiko's trick worked and took advantage of it to kill Ryoma. In other words, everyone watching the show isn't suspicious.
But
Kaito, you didn't attend the show either, did you?
Well, that's...
No, but I'm still not suspicious. I forgot a promise, so I was just eating breakfast.
Of course.
You got it? I'm not suspicious. I do not understand how that explanation is supposed to convince me. Kibo does have a point.
However,
I never would have imagined such a cruel murder happening at such a fun show. Why did the culprit commit such a barbaric act? Did they wish to see us panic?
no.
I don't think that was the sole motivation. There was some other reason for it, and that reason must be related to Himiko's magic show somehow.
I see.
So, that means the culprit knew of Himiko's trick and made use of it, yes? If that's true, did Himiko tell someone? Someone who thinks the trick is actual magic?
Well then.
Since the show was used, we must investigate the trick as well. Kyo murdered almost to himself, then walked to the back of the stage. Is there anything to investigate backstage? Let's follow him. We should investigate the entire area anyway. We followed Kyo backstage. Ooh, fancy. A rope. This is a pretty long rope. What was this used for? I estimate it's roughly 65 feet in length.
Huh?
You can tell just by looking at it?
But of course.
I'm well versed in ropes. I once visited a village where their use was commonplace. When it was time for me to leave, the women of the village all begged me to stay. I find that deeply disturbing, but I have to focus on this investigation. Anyway, what is this rope? Could this be related to the case? I'm well versed in ropes and desperate women. There's nothing strange about it from behind. Other than large size, it's just a normal tank.
I see.
All sides of the tank seem to be made of a special type of glass. I see no hidden doors. Very mysterious. How, I wonder, did Himiko escape from the tank?
That's right.
Well, if we figured it out easily, it wouldn't be a magic trick.
However.
I believe that if we figure out the route Himiko took, we will discover how Ryoma got in there. That is true. There's a high probability they used the same route. To reveal how Ryoma got into the tank, I need to reveal how Himiko managed to get out of it. The staircase goes up to the top of the stage. At first glance, there's nothing particularly suspicious about it. There might be some trick to it, but only a magician would know. Is there something here? No, let's decide that after we search it. Investigate anything that stands out. Can I look at this puddle? Puddle! What? There's a puddle behind the staircase. This isn't the puddle from when we broke the tank. The floor around it is completely dry. Perhaps someone who was wet. Ooh, I'm wet. Was here doing something.
That's true.
Changing wet clothes?
But
How would you get from the water tank to this space behind the
could
staircase?
it be?
This may be a vital clue for understanding the underwater escape trick. It looks like there's hinges on the side of the staircase. Like right there. See? There's like hinges, it looks like. Can't zoom in though. Stay mad.
Listen.
Since the show was used for the murder, we must investigate Himiko's trick as well. Perhaps there are clues here? What else does it want? I looked at that, I looked at that, I looked at that, I looked at that. Still thinks there's things to investigate here. Can I look at the staircase again? Some places on the side are wet. That might have something to do with the puddle next to it. Yes, I've investigated just about everything I had to do with the stage. But I still don't know how the trick was performed. Hey, how long are you going to investigate here? We still got to find the culprit, you know? Come on, let's go.
Kaito.
Oh, wait, Kaito! I believe we've investigated everything we need to for now. Light a candle, baby. Oh, yeah. I love candles, dude. This one is pomegranate gin fizz. It smells so fucking good. Well, our investigation's over now, so who's the culprit?
No.
I can't say for certain yet. There are other places I need to investigate.
Come on.
What?
man.
You still don't know? I never thought detective work would be such work. So where else do we gotta investigate?
That's...
First, the pool next to the gym. They're connected by the window above the stage, so that needs to be looked at.
that's true.
After that, I went to go to Ryoma's room and find out which motive video he had. Then, I went to investigate the Ultimate Tennis Pros lab. I've deduced that the handcuffs we found in the water tank probably came from there. Is that everything? Oh, last of all, to the Ultimate Magician's lab. I want to know more about Himiko's trick. If we go there, I'm sure there will be some kind of clue. So we still got a lot to do then, huh? Good luck, Shuichi. After all, it's going to be you doing all the heavy lifting here.
You're right.
Right.
Don't screw around.
What do you mean, right? Are you saying I'm useless? Is there a right way to respond to that? Alright. Away we go. We didn't have to talk to Kirumi. She was just chilling up there, inconspicuous as can be. Ooh, level up! Level 30, high plot twist room. Can I go to Himiko's room first, since it's right here? Yeah!